What's the secret to a great outdoor Lego build? Trees. And yet, so many builders overlook them. Today, I'll show you 4 custom tree builds that will elevate your designs. First, let's build a small young tree. The pieces are pretty common, but you'll need quite a lot of them. The foliage is made from 3-leaf pieces. While many people use them on their own, I recommend adding stem leaf pieces to make it more realistic. For the trunk, you'll need 2 cylindrical 1x1 bricks, a Travis brick, which is just a 1x1 brick with studs on every side, and 5 little stem pieces, all in brown. Place the cylindrical bricks on top of each other. Next, put the Travis brick on top of them, and add in the little stem pieces at every stud of the Travis brick. Now comes the fun part. You might be wondering how to attach the 3-leaf pieces to the stems, but I have a trick up my sleeve. If you turn one of these stem leaf pieces upside down, you'll see a little hole just the right size to fit onto a stem. One should go on every little branch. Some should have 2 leaves and others should have 1 leaf. You can just play around and see what works for you. And don't worry, I won't watch you make me build them all. Now we have ourselves a nice little tree. And before we move on to the pine tree, I would like to mention that this style of tree can be customized a lot, and I have a few different variations here that use different pieces. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to show you how to build them. I think it's time for something a little more dramatic. I'm calling this tree a pine, but it could really be any type of conifer. The trunk will use similar pieces to the other tree, but we only need 1 cylinder and 4 Travis bricks. Make sure to place the Travis bricks at 45-degree angles away from each other. To make the branches, we're going to use stem pieces. I often see people using these common leaf pieces, but I like to use the stems because they make the tree a lot more detailed. We're going to need some 6 stem pieces. I'm using them in dark green, but you could use them in regular green too. We're also going to need 3 stem pieces, in green and in brown. Why brown, you ask? Let me show you. We can put these at the inside of the bottom layers to replicate dead branches, which pine trees actually have. Now we can put the green ones on top of them on the 3 bottom layers. Finally, we can cover each layer with a 6 stem piece and pop one at the top. I'm making a tree with 4 layers, but you can make one with as many layers as you liked. In fact, this one specific design is adapted from one by YouTuber Bricksculpt, who made one with many layers. I'll link that down in the description. And be sure to check out his really cool channel. Side note, this tree is about the size of a household Christmas tree for a minifigure, so during the holidays, if you wanted, you could decorate it with these little flower 1x1 round pieces to act as baubles. Now that we've covered the forest, let's head to the beach with a palm tree, which, in case you didn't know, isn't actually a tree but rather more closely related to grass. The trunk is made from many of these crown pieces in dark tan. They're not very common, but they look so realistic. Unfortunately, you can't lock them on top of each other, so I've threaded them through flex tube. If you don't have any, you could use bars and a 1x1 round plate to connect them. On top of that, you'll want a cylindrical or conical 1x1 round brick in green. Next, you're going to need 2 of those same 3 stem pieces we used in the pine tree. Put them on top and stagger them. On each end, add flower 1x1 plates. These will serve as attachment points for the leaves, for which we are using fern pieces. I'm putting 1 fern piece on some and 2 on others. Put a short bar in here and slide 3 more fern pieces onto that to make the crown look full. Palms also have long flowers at their top, so I'm using these 1x1 round flower pieces stacked on top of each other to do that. Also, I have a 1x1 round plate with a hole in it in dark tan to act as a nice base. By the way, this is not the only palm tree I've built. I also have a much bigger palmetto tree. I'll be featuring it in an upcoming video, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. Let's finish with the most unique tree. This one is a cypress or juniper tree, but I think it looks most similar to the skyrocket or blue arrow juniper. You might be thinking that the colour scheme is unusual, and it is. Let me explain. Other than sand green foliage, I used grey for the trunk. It helps the tree stand out, and also, many real trees have trunks that are more grey in colour than brown. I'll note that this tree's trunk is a little bit more complicated than the previous ones. Start off with one of these 1x1 nipple pieces. Add a Technic axle connector. It's got a nice texture that I think makes the tree look more realistic. Next, add this short bar. On top of there, let's put a trusty Travis brick. Heads up, you'll need 2 more later. Add a cylindrical brick, a cylindrical plate, and another Travis brick, but rotated 45 degrees from the first. Now repeat this again, but the Travis brick is oriented like the bottom one. The trunk is now done. Let's quickly add in some connections for the leaves. Add a round plate on each open connection of the Travis brick, with 2 in the middle. It does get really weird at the top, but trust me, we're almost at the leaves. Place a headlight brick sideways so the anti-stud on the back snaps onto the trunk. Add a regular 2x1 plate to the stud connection at the side of the headlight brick. Finally, place a 1x1 round plate on that 2x1's anti-stud. On to the fun bit. Add these branch pieces to each little connection on the side. You might have to rotate them a bit so they all fit nicely. Finally, place 1 more branch piece on the anti-stud of the sideways 1x1 brick at the top, and the tree is done. I hope you can use these designs to bring some life to any garden or park you build with Lego. I have a full parts list down in the description, but feel free to modify them any way you like. I'll be making more Lego plant videos and general Lego videos in the future, so tell me what you'd like to see in the comments, subscribe and stay tuned for more. Have fun with Lego, have fun in your life, and I'll catch you next time. Farewell! You might be wondering how to attach the 3 leaf pieces to the stems, but I have. Where is it? Make sure to start off with one of these 1x1 nipple pieces. I'll be making more Lego plant videos and general Legos. And don't worry, I won't watch you. Wow, that's weird.